Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're looking at the new Diesel Crucible. And here it is, a 6x52 box press Toro. There is your density. Has a decent feel in the hand. Now this comes on the heels of the Hair of the Dog, released in 2019, and Delirium, released in 2020, and it's what they call their Elixir Trilogy. This will complete it. It's limited edition. Only 3,000 boxes have been made, and they come in 10-count boxes that look like this. Justin Andrews, who is the senior brand manager, says this is his favorite. Now, the cigar is comprised of an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Honduran fillers. Made by AJ Fernandez at his factory, made and blended there with the help of Justin Andrews. These are limited editions and will sell out quickly if they haven't already. That is the long and the short of it, as I like to say. It's a nice looking cigar. Of course, here at the bottom, you see it says limited edition. So let's get right to it. The new Diesel Crucible. I have to remove this little band at the foot. Let's see if it slides off. Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But usually you can find the ones at the foot are usually easy to take off and not hurt anything. And this one was no exception. And there is your band. Limited edition. All right. That's a soft box press, isn't it? It's not really, really sharp. Doesn't matter. I'm just pointing it out. Very good draw. Very good. Okay. Well, I'm getting a citrus peel, cedar, brown sugar, leather, and black coffee, and just a little bit of nutmeg, and I feel sure it will develop, but really doesn't come much into play at this point. There's a lot of black pepper. I'd rate it at about 8. So that's how you start. It tastes like it's going to be very full-bodied. It just has that taste, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, but that's how you start. Well, here we are at the first third, and there is a lot of earthy black coffee at this point. From the light up to the first third, the sweetness has actually decreased and the black coffee has increased. Black pepper is still very good. You still have, I don't really have the citrus peel anymore. It's more of a cedar and brown sugar. Light leather, but for the most part, you will notice a lot of an earthy black coffee. Medium bodied. It tastes full, but the strength is medium bodied at this point. The finish is where you really come across nutmeg. I have quite a bit of a creamy type of a nutmeg and some minor amount of brown sugar with a lot of lingering black pepper. But the cigar is very dark. and it doesn't have a lot of sweetness here at the first third. I'm rating it 91. I want to see if this is going to develop or keep traveling on the path it is. From the light up to here, it decreased in sweetness and increased in the earthy black coffee. Now let's see if that trend continues. Well, here we're into the second third, right at the band. And it's light cedar, light brown sugar, light toffee, leather, and earthy black coffee. And the earthy black coffee is still elevated, and now you have the influx of leather, making it a little darker and a little bit, well, I guess I'll stick with darker, but you got a lot of leather and a lot of black coffee. The sweetness is really suffering. I guess Justin likes very leathery, dark-noted, earthy cigars. But no offense, but this one is going in the wrong direction for me. 87 for the second third. It's getting quite earthy and dark, and the sweetness is suffering. Finish is nutmeg, light toffee, and light brown sugar with very good lingering black pepper. The black pepper is really very good in this cigar, but the sweeter notes are not. They are suffering. Medium to full. So that's where we stand at the second third, and it is traveling in the downward direction as far as sweetness and upward direction as far as darkness and earthiness. So let's see what happens if it rebounds or stays on the same path in the final third. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. It kept going on the same path. You've got a lot of earthy black coffee now, moderate, minor amounts of toffee, light leather, and a lot of black pepper. That's what you have. Finish is unchanged. Nutmeg and light toffee. A lot of lingering black pepper. Probably go with full body. But a cigar from the light up through the end went one direction, and that was straight downhill to a very massive amount of earthy black coffee. Didn't really start out that way, but that's how you ended up, and it went that way as you went along. Does that sound like something you would like? If it does, give it a try. For me, in the final third, I would go 83. It's right there with me. It's just not something that I would gravitate toward. And if you're interested, here's what I rated the other two. The Hair of the Dog got a 93, and the Delirium got a 91.33. This cigar is going to average out to an 87. So I guess I'm the very opposite of Justin. I thought the Hair of the Dog was the best of the three. That is my take. Now, if you like more history, this was interesting, I thought. If you go to my blog, you'll have to go to probably the web version. It's hard to do it on your phone, but you could. But if you go to the web version and type in under the search, Weekend Review, October 27, and 28, 2007. That was the first blog review. And it was really rustic. It didn't really give us scores, but it was the first review I did way back then. The first YouTube review was done on March, let's see what it is, March 5th, 2011, a little over 10 years ago. That was the first YouTube review. And that I did give a score to, but I'm not even sure if that's under this channel or the other channel, the TICOTYCH. I really don't remember which one it was, but that's when the first video review was done. But as far as this cigar, that will do it. The new Diesel Crucible 87.